Yo, what's up guys? TheInsaneGamefreak here. A few announcements before I get on with the video. First thing, I kind of edited everything on the channel, on the Insane Game Freak channel, about upcoming videos. The moderator module has been reset, so you guys go ahead and restart putting in those freaking requests. And on the Facebook page, I have decided I will do like discussion boards, because apparently on the fan page you can do like these little discussion boards and whatnot. So for the One Piece, Naruto, and whatever chapters I'm reading at the moment, I will put like mini, I guess you could call them mini discussion based reviews on there. Not like full on reviews, but more like I'll like open up the discussion pretty much. I think that'll be better. So anyone who wants to do that, you know, that's fine. Right now I think I have the Naruto one up there, so if you want to discuss with me on the Facebook page, because I'm trying to get more people traffic in there. You know, I have 131 fans right now, I believe, and thank you all for that. But you know, trying to, you know, I know a lot of you were a little bummed out I took off the reviews, but hey, this is like the little makeup for it, because I don't mind doing that. It's cool to discuss on Wednesdays and Thursdays whenever the chapters come out. But anyways, on to the topic of the video. The video is something I like to call anime companies discussions. This is pretty much going to be directed towards the companies I choose to talk about, and I'll probably talk about 2 per video. And as you can see up there, the first two is Funimation and Viz. Oh, you already know this is going to be fun. So yeah, Funimation and Viz. Pretty much, the way this is going to work is I'm really just going to talk about the companies, the pros and the cons of the companies, and maybe throw out some suggestions. And in the comment section, you can throw out suggestions or your thoughts on the companies as well. Even post a video response. I think at this point it's kind of obvious I like video responses. But anyways, that's on with the video. So let's start off with Funimation. Now, when it comes to pros, when it comes to anime in general, what's the one fucking company in America everybody knows? Or one that, let me first start. What is one of the big franchises, anime franchises in America that everyone knows? Dragon Ball Z. Who produces Dragon Ball Z American version, US English version? Funimation. Funimation is like the most well known, and you know, it's awesome. I mean, they're an awesome company. Period. They have the problems, but they're a fucking awesome company. And when I talk about pros, I'm mainly talking about, one, they have something coming out every fucking month, which gives Funimation a huge ass library of shit you can look through, whether it be merchandise or fucking DVDs or fucking movies or whatever. They have a huge fucking selection. In the fact that they keep coming out with shit every fucking month, and almost everything they put, every DVD or Blu-ray they put out has an English dub track on it. There is nothing they produce that isn't in English. I think, if I believe right, Funimation's whole rule is that they refuse to put anything out with subtitles. With just subtitles. They want an English track on there. Which is cool, because any of you dub fans are like, fuck yeah! Some top favorites of mine personally from Funimation, I would say Dragon Ball Z, One Piece. I like the Sekirei dub. I'm looking forward to the Koriwa Zombie Desuka dub. Yes! It was a spaz moment. The Fullmetal Alchemist dub. A whole bunch of others. Sorry. That kind of fucked me up because I overspazzed about that. I haven't mentioned that in the video, but yes, they got the fucking rights! Yeah, anyways. The whole point is a lot of their shit's been on TV, and they just keep going in. Fuck, Dragon Ball Z Kai is on fucking Nicktoons as of now, and other shit. And as a company, that's one of their major pros. The fact that they release stuff, so you have a big variety of stuff to choose from. They put dubs on everything. And they're just now starting to do the DVD, Blu-ray combo packs on top of having Blu-rays in themselves. You know, shit's pretty good for Funimation in that sense. But, as we always talk about the pros, we have to definitely talk about the cons. here we go. Here we go. I would say probably one of the biggest cons for Funimation is the fact that they sometimes overshoot themselves. And what I mean is, Funimation is probably one of the, out of all the anime companies, is the main one that is always delaying shit. Why are they delaying shit? It's usually because they have too much coming out sometimes in certain months. So they have to, hold up on certain things so they don't overshoot themselves. Because because if you release like 6 big things at once, the market, the money you could possibly make off of those 6 big things aren't, utilized to their full potential because you have them all coming out at the same time. Which means they're gonna pick their favorites over the other. They have to set it up for consumer standards. Some people, you can't put out a Dragon Ball Z or a fucking Rurouni Kenshin, a Tenchi Muyo, a fucking Yu Yu Hakusho all on the same fucking day and them all be $60 because they're usually not gonna buy all 4. You're usually gonna have people who only buy 1, and now you force your consumers to fucking choose. When if you had split it in the course of 6 months, they would have made profit off of all 4 of them. They would have ended up buying all 4 because their money would have been like shot in one shot. It would have been like 60 like in January, 60 in March, 60 in May, 60 in July. It's like it doesn't kill you as much, and instead of dropping $240 at once. Most people won't do that. You have to, and I think Funimation doesn't realize this and sometimes overshoot themselves, and then we end up having to be like, oh, well, Dragon Ball Z box set, Dragon Ball, the Dragon box sets, come out in March. Nope, they come out in April. Nope, they come out in May. Nope, they come out in July. And, as a fan, that pisses you off when you keep hearing about delays. Same thing for the One Piece DVDs. Oh, it's coming out in November. Nope, it's coming out in December. Nope, it's coming out in fucking January. What the fuck? That kind of pisses a fan off. And that's a little bit more annoying because people then go, fuck it, because you've already delayed it so many months, they don't even want to trust you. You kind of piss off the trust within your customers when you delay shit all the goddamn time. Especially the younger customers that don't understand that, it's a company and there may have been legitimate reasons for you delaying shit. I'm not saying delays are horrible, but it is an annoying factor. The second thing is kind of a personal gripe, more as a con in general. Like, I wouldn't see this as a con in general, but this is me personally as a personal gripe. I can't stand dubbing live action movies. This is annoying for 2 reasons for me. One, it never works on it never works on that's their voice level, and it takes you out of the movie. And 2, it just seems really dumb when you could just, I know Funimation's whole thing is we gotta put a dub on everything, but it's live action Japanese movies. Just put it on subtitles and Blu-ray. It's kind of ridiculous. It's like, yeah, we want to hear the English language, but not to that level where it's like I gotta listen to Chris Sabat voicing a character and him talking and the character not even remotely matching the words. It sounds like I'm watching, at that point it almost sounds like a fucking commentary or a fan dub. It's not really something I think is necessary. But apparently it's selling because people are apparently buying it, but for me personally, it's not fucking needed. It's not fucking needed. That's just me. I don't want to watch that shit. That's just my personal opinion. I guess another pro I would mention for Funimation is that they have this, because of the huge selection they have, they always, and because they release something all the fucking time, in terms of, they always have like these little pamphlets in their DVDs that, give us release dates for everything. Mind you, half of them are always wrong because of the fucking delays that come out of nowhere sometimes. But, it's still cool to see what they have, because I've actually bought a few things because of that. Because I think I bought Sengoku Basar basically, and Sengoku Basar and Desert Punk, I believe I bought from that shit. Mind, I still need to finish Desert Punk, That's not the point. It's kind of cool to have advertisements for other shit. I don't mind advertising, and I think Funimation does that well. If I had to say anything they need to work on, I think they just need to work on scheduling. I think it's one of the main issues they have is just working on scheduling on what series they want to put out at what time, and make sure they have all the rights to shit before they put out a fucking release date. Because it's annoying when you're notified of a release date and then it's just taken away from you. I mean, I would rather they do it like Sekiro. Okay, let me first say, I'd rather they do it like Sekiro in terms of release dates, but maybe not in the way of waiting. Like, I would throw up bullshit trailers of the show. I would throw up like trailers of the dub, but not necessarily put the release date in the trailer. Because with Sekiro, and if you don't know what the Sekiro situation was, it's like they announced Sekiro early last year, and they didn't fucking say anything about it for like months. And literally we got to like around October before we found out, oh, it's coming out a month later. And I was like, what the fuck? We waited like 7 or 8 months. I mean, yeah, we only got one release date, but fuck, people, they kind of, it's like, oh, we got the license, and then we don't hear shit about the show for like 6 months. Don't let the show just disappear for the months that you don't mention its fucking release date. Like, hopefully, like, for One Piece, they've been doing it fairly well, where they haven't mentioned season 4, but they're not just neglecting One Piece. They're still talking about it. I want them to do that more, because I hope they don't do that with Is This a Zombie, where it's like, oh, we announced it, and then we don't hear shit about it for months. Like, I want to hear small things, or like trailers, or just mention the show, like, as long as we know that it's still there, because it's kind of annoying when it feels like the show just dropped off the face of the earth, even though we got a fucking license like a few months ago. It's insane. But that's my main situation with Funimation. That and probably the fact that they don't distribute manga, which actually I'm kind of wondering why they don't distribute manga. But that's another question for another time. If anyone knows, put it in the comments. I would like to know, because I'm actually curious why the hell they don't do manga. But anyways, we're done with Funny. On to Viz. Oh, Viz, you fuckers. Okay. If you know my opinion on Viz, you're probably expecting this to be a really fucked up video now. At least at this part. I'm going to try to be a little less unbiased than originally I was. Viz, in terms of pros, is the fucking best manga company. Period. I am not going to bullshit this. If you want... Viz is the Funimation of manga. Which is one of the reasons why I put these two together for the first one. Viz is the Funimation of manga. If you want fucking manga, you go to Viz. Period. You go to fucking Viz. I think Viz is probably the best at what it does in terms of translations. Most people, I don't usually have any problems with the translations of their manga. It's always in good quality. There's not really any gripes I have with that. The anime they do dub, their dubs are top notch, just like Funimation's. I haven't really heard a shitty dub from Viz. No, I haven't heard a shitty dub from Viz. Surprisingly, I have not heard a shitty dub from Viz. Now, I'm actually glad about that. Viz, when it does dubs, it does do them pretty fucking well. And in terms of pros, I think those are the main two things. I'm trying to think, but I don't think... Yeah, because the gripes I have with Viz, some of them are gripes, and some of them are actually legit reasons. The first legit reason, the lack of advertising they do. They have all these fucking manga volumes. No advertisement whatsoever for some of these. Some of these shows, some of these titles they get, they don't do any advertisements for half of these. The thing with Viz that really ticks me off is it plays favorites too fucking much, and it causes other series to suffer because of it, because they don't fucking mention the other series. And you're probably thinking, well, maybe it costs too much to do advertisements. That's bullshit. Because on their DVDs they have fucking advertisements, and it's for the same shit. If you pick up a Shippuden DVD, like the ones I have back there, what you're going to fucking see in the trailers and advertisement section is fucking more Naruto merchandise or a Bleach DVDs and merchandise. What the fuck? Okay, fine. Maybe you can't put them in the DVDs. Why don't you put them in the fucking... Why don't you just put them in the manga volumes themselves? Funimation has little packets The Japanese put fucking advertisement like the I own One Piece Volume 61 import. There's a whole bunch of fucking advertisements for shit. Why can't you just put them in the fucking volumes? If you can't put them in the goddamn, if you can't put them in the DVDs. Speaking of DVDs, now this one technically is more of a gripe. I'm not going to sit here and say this is a legit reason. This is more of a gripe. They don't finish dubs. I kind of give Viz a little bit of credit because at least Viz is starting to put the series that they didn't finish on iTunes and Hulu and Netflix and shit, and on their own Viz anime streaming site, which is the other cool thing about Funimation. Now I think about it, Funimation has a cool anime streaming site along with Viz, and they're putting shit on there. They're even putting shows they don't even have the license to as an anime, but they may have a license to as a manga. For example, Reborn, that's on there, even though they don't have a license to a Reborn anime. They have their points, but like that the lack of advertisement and them not finishing dubs, mind you, that's a gripe. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of bullshit. Now the thing about the dub stuff, the reason why it's not a legit reason is mainly because that's the fans' fault. They didn't support the show. But Viz is not out of the clear because they didn't. As I said, they're really bad with advertisement. I really think they're really bad for advertisement. For example, if you didn't know, Toonami used to have this online section called Toonami Jetstream. A lot of Viz shows were put on Toonami Jetstream. For example, they had Mare, Prince of Tennis, Hikaru no Go, I believe Blue Dragon. You even fucking got to see some Samurai Jack episodes, which obviously isn't an anime, but still. They had some titles on there, and then they got those titles moved on to Toonami. The problem being there is they kind of over pushed Naruto. Like Viz kept pushing Naruto when it was on Toonami, which overshadowed the shit out of every other series they were doing. It killed Zatchbell, even though Zatchbell was in like the hundreds. They only had like I think another 20-something episodes to go for Zatchbell, and they stopped at 108. Which brings up another thing about Viz that we need to talk about. They don't reprint old volumes. What the fuck? Okay, nah. Before everyone freaks out, let me explain. If they couldn't reprint old volumes in the sense of we're not going to print out volumes that people may not buy, I can understand that. But they don't even do. If you don't want to do it that way, why not have a print on demand service where you know you're going to make money when you print out a fucking volume? But they don't do that shit either. Now mind you, I don't know the ins and outs of this. I don't know why they don't do this. Comment section, help me out. But I'm just saying, that's bullshit. If you can't just reprint some of the volumes, because it kills its sales. Viz will shoot itself in the foot this way. People won't get into certain series and buy shit from Viz because they can't even get into the first fucking 3 volumes without going, oh, this shit's been missing for like a year. Perfect example. Ice Shield. Oh, if you want to get volumes 2 and 3 of that series, Viz kind of royally fucked everybody. Which is even hilarious because they're still releasing the newer volumes. And you don't even reprint like a 1 copy or something. Shit. Jesus Christ. So my main issues, I think Viz has more issues. So I think things that Viz should fix, come up with a suitable way to reprint old volumes that is the least costly to you. Do better advertisement. Try not to overshoot your products. Like Naruto and Bleach. Like you've been overshooting the shit out of them. Because you've been overshooting the fuck out of them right now. And it's insane. I think those are really the main issues I have. Because the dub thing, that's really the fans. We didn't fucking support the series. I can't now. I don't know if people on my Facebook page probably saw me, I believe last weekend I was looking for Zatchbell DVDs. Can't find the fucking Zatchbell DVDs. And I want those fucking Zatchbell DVDs, mind you. Anyone has, like, the full collection of all the releases of Zatchbell DVDs, holla at me. I want to get them. And I mean the full collection. I don't mean like buy fucking DVD. I'd rather not do that, but that's just me. Anyways, I believe that would do it in terms of Viz and Funimation. So you guys, you know, Game Freak Nation, tell me what you think about me calling my subscribers there. I kind of like it, you know. It was cool. I've used the term before for anyone who knows, but I don't know. Would you like to be called the Game Freak Nation? I'm just saying. That's just something I'm throwing out there. Remember, if you like the video, to like it. If you want to comment, please comment. I actually really like comments and, you know, video responses and whatnot. And favorite the video if you liked it that much, and subscribe if you feel the need to. But that is all for today. The second part, I believe, will be out eventually. Actually, I mean, the second part will be out. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I like the surprise, but just know the second part will be out. As I said, hit me up on Twitter. I'm on Facebook, Blog TV when the time's right and the night is shining and the moon is full and shit. I'm on Blog TV too. Links to those will be in the description. But anyways, life's a game. Play to win. I'll see you guys later. Peace.